Doing good. Hey, I wanted to connect. I'm like, oh my gosh, the weekend passed and we are already into the week. I was telling people it feels like Monday today. It's just a very Monday, Wednesday. So from the way that I operate, I have to have a contract that has a term on it. And so in there, it has a 12-month term. However, it does say if it's not a good fit for you, not a good fit for me or the team, just send me an email. Obviously, we would have probably conversations about it, but I'm really open with that kind of stuff. And if it's just not working, that's totally okay. I'm not here to keep people somewhere that they don't want to be. So I'm very much like, hey, open lines of communication. Contractually, I think it says you send an email and give me 30 days notice or whatever, but I'm very easygoing about that kind of stuff. So it's basically has the verbiage in there that's required. And then, but like I said, when it's not a good fit, then it doesn't help anyone to keep that situation going. Don't lock anyone into long contracts or force you to do anything you don't want to do. Gotcha. Yeah. Well, that's something that I focus on, and which is why over the last 3-4 years for me, I've strategically decreased my production on purpose so that I can focus on coaching, the training, the support. And you talk to Nicole, you can talk to anyone that's in my organization and say, hey, does Jen follow up? Does she get back to you? Does she help? Like I said, I could give you any one of their numbers. Happy to have you chat with them and research that if you wanted to. But that's something I'm very good at, is making sure that you're supported, that I'm available to talk with you or whatever it might be. So we would absolutely be able to prioritize, especially the listings that you've got that are all coming in. We would just plan for each one, and I can help you figure out how to prioritize next steps for whatever it is that you're dealing with and how to get those things active for you. Absolutely. The main things that I try and help, especially in the very beginning, is I want to get some deals under your belt. You feeling comfortable. I have multiple lead generation sources that you can opt into or opt out of. I try and make it really flexible for people. I would say most of the agents that are on my teams, they do opt into leads, but I think I was telling you when we initially talked, but I do have the opt out too. So since you do have a steady flow of deals coming in from your husband's company or whatever, that's great. And if that's what you want to focus on, we can talk about, generate more of those. And like you said, get your name out there as like, hey, I'm the REO specialist or whatever that might be. And then that way, if any of our other agents, either locally or agents within our organization, if they have referrals coming in, we'll just funnel those REOs to you, since that's kind of your thing. That's what you're focusing on. Plus, once you get to that point where you can be approved through Revenos to get leads and things like that, I know some higher ups, and just to get answers quickly, I'm good at if we have a problem, let's go solve it. Let's go talk to the right person who can help us. So I've got connections within the company as well that would really help you get to where you're trying to go. It's a lot. Well, especially too, like I said, just being new to real estate and then all of these other opportunities happening. And that's where I can help you. This is what's priority. This is what you should do. This can be tabled, like that kind of stuff I can help with. And once you do get a couple REOs under your belt, they're really not that difficult. And it's actually pretty awesome, especially because you always know what to expect. It's kind of the same thing over and over again. Whereas, when you're dealing with sellers, investors, different types of property, that's actually a lot more going on there. But if you're just get really dialed into these REOs, you'll get into a groove, and all it will take is one or two, and then you'll be off and running.